Okay, mailbags again. Looks like Temu won. Let's see what we got. Stick around. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I think Temu won this argument today. Kind of roughed eBay up. In fact, I don't know that eBay's kind of beat up so bad they may not be back for a while. Who knows? Okay, so first item. Ooh, wow, these are so much bigger than I thought they would be. So, and they're plastic. I thought these were gonna be aluminum, but they're not. I don't even know if I can find it. And I'm not, yeah, I think this one's it. I'm not 100% sure. I know when I got one of them, it was advertised that there was a filter ring stuck in it. But that's the purpose, excuse me, that's the purpose of these rings, is you could take and clamp, just look at this one, you know, clamp the lens, I guess, with one of them, and then clamp the filter and undo, you know. So these are like little wrenches to be able to tighten that stuff up, because you really have nothing to grip onto to turn it by hand. And it even says here, filter wrench. Fits 37mm up to 95mm filters. And what we got next? I'm just filling in here. I don't really know what I'm grabbing. Memory storage box. Okay. So I had ordered a few of these to try to, you know, figure out what I wanted, because I had several memory cards and I've just been kind of keeping them in bags over the years, and it's kind of hard to keep track of what I have. And so some storage options are pretty neat. I had looked at this one in a prior mail bag, where I can store, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, so 20 micros and 20 standard SD cards in here all at one time. So 40 cards total is what you can store. And then I had this one, which is kind of like this one, but this one's more compact. And this one holds 4 in the same configuration, 4 micros and 8, I'm sorry, 8 micros and 8 SDs. So there we have that. I'm a little bit off because I got notified I'm getting sued today, and I also got notified that I have, how did they put it, non-functioning vehicles in my yard. And what I have is a van that works, but I have no room in my driveway, so it's parked beside my driveway. Anyway, so not here nor there. This is kind of cool. So it looks like I have multiple configurations, and for whatever reason this appears to hold a SIM card. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So it would hold 16 micros. So you got all kind of options here, which I have CF card somewhere, and I think I even have a camera that it works with. So that's kind of cool. And of course you have a SIM card extractor. So anyway, so memory card box, and this one is also, it seems to be sealed. There's a little lip on this side that mates with a recess on this side. So I believe, although it may not be watertight, which I think it is, so CF times 4, or XD times 4, or XQD, I'm sorry, times 4, SD times 4, TF card times 12, and CF Express times 4, then Nano SIM times 2, Micro SIM times 2. So options, again, several options there. Alright, so kind of got smushed in transit. This is a cleaning kit for, well, it was in the camera section on Temu, so I assume it's for cameras. It's got to be because it has a lot of that cleaning stuff in with it. So you got Q-tips, you have a camera cloth, and then a lens cleaning tissue, which I don't really know what that would be for, but maybe you would use those sometimes instead of the rag. I don't know, so we'll figure that out. If y'all want to see a review, I'll figure it out sooner. It looks like you got 2 cloths. That's nice. And they may be different. They may. I think they're different material. I don't know exactly what that means. This right here is more of a smoother, silky type finish, and this is more like a terry cloth type finish. Maybe one of them doesn't do lint, the other one may leave lint, and maybe neither one of them does. I don't know. But I've also seen, and this is kind of like a terry cloth kind, which I got this with my last pair of glasses, which I need more glasses, but that's kind of what the type of fabric this is. And then here are like some lens cleaning wipes, which over the years at work we've had stuff like this right here. Usually they were all wet, but you would be able to clean your lenses off, and they would also double with being anti-fog. I don't think these are. It says removes excess dirt, cleans and shines surfaces. So you got a wet one and a dry one, so you can go back through and I guess mop up the cleaning solution that this may or may not leave behind. And then you have a squirt bottle that has nothing in it. And I have another one that this came with that other cloth you just saw, and this has a cleaning solution in it. But I've used, and I don't know, again, I think I've said this in another video, but I've used just take and put alcohol rub in it because it evaporates quickly, and it seems to work just as good as whatever solution your eyeglass stuff is, because you squirt it on there, it's wet, you clean it with a cloth, it gets rid of everything, and it dries quickly, and it doesn't leave streaks behind. So alcohol rub seems to work for me. And so here's some more of the lens cleaning swabs here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these with the kit, and then I don't know what that is. You've got a pair of tweezers, very cheap, chintzy, weak kind of tweezers. This is like a, I guess, kind of a makeup brush, but that's great for probably brushing lint off, and it's very soft, so that wouldn't hurt a lens or a sensor on a camera. And then you got what I call a puffer, which I got one of those because I had bought separate pieces thinking I would put a lens kit together, and then this pops up super cheap on Temu, and so I got it. This, not 100% on, you know, as far as using this and what it all does. It has a brush on it, but there's, let me show you, and maybe y'all could tell me what it is, because I did see it showing kind of how it's supposed to be used. But of course you got the brush, which this one right here is a little rougher, and I don't know exactly what that is, but it shows it, I guess, getting tough stains out on a lens. Put it on there and kind of swirl it a little bit, and it gets tough stains off of a lens. But it's kind of like a felt marker tip. It's springy, it does move somewhat, so I'm not entirely sure what that particular purpose is until I know I'm really not going to use it. So that is that bag. So hold on and we'll be right back with the second bag. Alrighty, so here's the second bag. Oh yeah. Okay, so this should be number 11s. These blades are number 11. I got a bunch of blades and ended up getting number 23 blades. And I only had a very small few of number 11 blades that come with this. So apparently there's a size to scalpels. And so I also got one of these that might be in here. I don't know. But it's a number 23, so I can use all the other bigger blades over there with it. So that'd be 40, and the number 40 does sound familiar. I think it was a kit of 40 for a couple of dollars. Storage container, got a lanyard on it to carry it by, or matches, long matches, or matches with tinder in the bottom of it, or something like that. So like some kind of, I think it was some kind of camping storage container or something is what it said on the Temu. I think what we got here is options. Y'all know I love options. I always love options. So okay, so I'm tapping on it because it's heavier than aluminum but lighter than steel. So I'm wondering what in the world. It's a quick release setup. It doesn't release real quick. I don't. Oh, okay. So run it in there. It's captured. Push the button and you pull it out. And so you just slightly loosen this up and you're good to go. Okay. So, but this right here would mount on the top of your camera stand or whatever, and this right here would mount to the bottom of the camera, which it looks like it has two, both options for a large or small, and a plug here to where you can take out whichever one you're not going to use. Which this is kind of cool. I look at this. See, so you've got a horizontal and a vertical spirit level bubble. The little tiny one here and the longer one here. Or depending on what orientation you mount it or guide it in, you still have a spirit level to check level in that orientation. And I didn't think it was this big, because I'm real lazy. I want to mount on every camera stand, and so all I do is take the camera and deal with something stuck to the bottom of it, and I just hook it to whichever one I want. That's it for that bag. And here we have the last item, and I think I know what it is. Yes. Okay. So finally, took forever. But this right here fits almost all of my mounts on my cameras or stands or otherwise. Even this one right here, it fits perfect. So any camera that's got one of these on it, this can be mounted on there and take the place of the camera I've got right there. And you got a little key on here for tightening the screw up in here, which is there. I think it'll fit most any of the Alpha series. But let's take a gander at this. You've got options. You got two. So that'll go in my backup pile there. Okay, and it's kind of neat because one of them, this key actually ends up, there it is, same thing, magnetic. It sticks to the bottom and it's out of the way. And here I've just got a collection of these piling up, which actually these will all fit that screw as well. And so this just gives you a lot of options. It fits real nice. So this definitely fits the E6000 quite well. It's tight and it doesn't seem to block any of the logos or wording. You got a little bit of obscurity. I guess that would be APS-C right there, so you can see the S-C is all you can see on that part of the camera. You got good access to the camera control there. Easy access to the USB ports on the side for charging and data. Okay, hold on. And it doesn't seem to interfere with the screen, but it adds two cold shoe mounts to where you can mount them to either side. And there's a lot of brackets out there. So anyway, I would like to ask you if you are enjoying any of this information, any of these videos, that you would like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate you for being here this long. I think 93% of my audience are unsubscribed, and I would like to change that ratio some. But anyway, I appreciate your time. I thank you for being here. I know your time is important to you, and your time is important to me too. I thank you for spending this time here with me, and God bless.